Hello my fellow automation engineers and welcome to this really special video because this is the testing video for the 1973 oil crisis land yacht challenge. So this challenge was very quick because I wanted to limit the number of participants to make it easy for me to judge all the cars without any single mistake, because with time of course more subscribers are coming into this channel, which is really awesome. But judging like 50 plus cars is really difficult, especially because I have other priorities like work, family, and many other things. So what I did in this challenge was limiting the participants number to 40. The first 40 cars only will be tested, and that was really awesome because I mean it took like 48 hours to get all the 40 cars in on Discord, which is really awesome. Usually it takes nearly a full week to get all the 40 cars, or all the participants to submit their cars, but in that video or in that challenge was took 48 hours, maybe less than 48 hours to get 40 cars, which was really awesome. So what I did is I picked the top 20 cars as always, because I always pick the top 20 cars from the 40 cars of whatever cars, and I always do that by using of course the total category system, which is you need to add the 7 or the 8 categories depending on of course on the challenge, because in this challenge the land yacht sport points are not really relevant because these cars are not sporty at all. I mean the most important points were drivability, comfort, prestige, safety, reliability, practicality, and of course eco, because this is 1973 and cars back then started to get more efficient because of course the shortage of oil or fuel or gas, as the American call it. All right, so enough chit chat about that. So the testing video will be very simple. I'm gonna put only a single liter of fuel, 1 liter of fuel in each car, and I'm gonna of course not time it. I'm gonna calculate the distance. I'm gonna allow the meter to give me how much distance this car actually went on this special track with that 1 liter of fuel only. So if you're wondering why am I on the gravel circuit, because these are not rally cars. Well, of course I know that, but a lot of you, or maybe some of you, remember a very crazy TV show, I mean really classic TV show called Dukes of Hazzard. I mean I love that TV show. When I was growing up, I mean that was my absolutely favorite TV show ever. An orange Hemi Dodge Charger, a classic one, I think 69 or 70, I don't know, well I forgot which model, being driven by 2 cousins on dirt tracks, being jumped on huge jumps, and over rivers, being chased by cops. It was absolutely the real deal, and it was really cool because I was growing up, I didn't know anything about cars, but when I become a teenager and when I started learning about cars, I learned that they actually destroyed so many Dodge Chargers to make that TV show. I mean, so many cars were destroyed, which was really sad then. I loved that show, but when I learned that they have destroyed so many Chargers, I mean, that was really devastating. So what I'm gonna do in this video, I'm gonna try to do something similar because I love the Dukes of Hazzard. I love driving American comfy cars on dirt tracks because it's an absolute fun to have a very heavy car, no traction at all, rear-wheel drive, a very beastie V8, fat V8 up front. I mean it's just the most fun package. And if you know Roadkill channel or Roadkill the YouTube show, you know what I'm talking about. They take similar cars to land yachts or classic classic American cars like from a junkyard or something, and they thrash it on a dirt track. So I'm gonna try to do the same. I know this is a very long and an intro for a video, but I want to explain everything so you can have fun with me, so you can also share the same experience that I'm gonna of course do, and I'm gonna have in this of course video. So enjoy the video and tell me which one of those cars is your actually favorite in the comment section below. All right, let's begin. All right, here we go. So the first car that we are going to test, it's called the Devil. The Devil, my friends, because this car has received the highest total category points in all the 40 participants. The Devil SL-210, this thing has scored 302 5.4 total category points from its and according to the person who created it, the 250 Windsor or a 5.9 liter V8 making 209 horsepower. I mean, I'm really happy to see someone replicating a legendary engine, a Ford engine, which is really awesome, but I really cannot wait to try it. So as you can see, the styling of it looks doesn't really look like a truly American land yacht. It looks more European to me, but it's within spec, more than 280. You know, with the wheelbase more than 280 meters, which is really, really awesome. Looks very classic, as you can see. Look at those beautiful chrome lines on the side, indicators. As you can see, it has the full package, but it looks more European than an American. And look at that, we have also suicide rear doors. As you can see, the door handle is in this place. All right, so let's see how this thing will perform. And I think this is actually front wheel drive, not rear wheel drive, so who knows. I'm gonna reset the car again, because this car has been stationary with the engine running. That means it's been, you know, consuming fuel. So here we go, reset. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the fuel consumption, so I can see how much mileage this thing is doing, or at least so you can see while I'm driving, because I'm not really gonna focus on it. So here we go. I'm gonna control the gearbox manually. Brake, 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 brake. Look at that, 1 mpg. It's not bad, really. Oh, here we go. This thing died, actually. So that means we are out of fuel. We have run out of fuel. So I haven't actually noticed the MPG, so you can tell me that in the comment section. So the distance, 923 meters. Wow, that is actually very low. Less than 1 kilometer. Less than 1 kilometer. That is absolutely epic. So 923. Wow, what an epic failure. Less than 1 kilometer. I mean, a liter of fuel can only get you 923 meters if you are actually on a rally course, you know, acting as Bo Duke, which is absolutely crazy. All right, so let's move on with the next vehicle. Here we go. All right, so the second car, it's called the VC Labs. VC Lab, I don't know, something, and Nautilus, something like this, 4,800, that's the name of it. This thing has scored 288.8 total category points from its 143 horsepower, 4.8 liter V8 engine. It's not really a big V8, it's only a 4.8 liter. I mean, yeah, it's not really that large compared to the other cars that you will be seeing very, very soon. So as you can see, the styling of it is pretty much the same. It doesn't really say, look at me, I'm an American car. That does actually look like more European to me. And that's the name of it that I couldn't pronounce. What? Nautilus? I don't know. So 4,800. And I like the color. The color scheme is actually very nice. The chromies, the lines, actually very, very classic looking, which I really love that. As you can see, front discs, rear drums, which is really awesome. So let's see, we have a liter in. Let's see how this thing will actually perform. And I think this is also front wheel drive. Here we go. All right. Let's see how efficient the engine is. Wow, first gear is really long. So that might help, keeping it in first all the time. It's a crazy idea to drive those cars on dirt. I mean, yes, so far no rear-wheel drive car, but soon to come. Let's see if this thing can actually go further. Come on, come on. Come on, shift down. Here we go, come on, make the jump, make the jump. Yep. Oh my god. This thing actually did a full lap. That was absolutely epic. This thing actually did a full lap. And I haven't noticed the MPG. I don't know. I'm gonna check that in the editing room. But yeah, I think this thing did much better than the previous car. So let's check the distance. 1.3. Oof, that is actually much better. So 1.3 kilometers. That is actually much better. I mean, extra 400 meters for the same liter of fuel. I think this car is much lighter, and I think because of the long gears of the transmission, made this thing to be a little bit more efficient, which is really cool. All right, let's test the third car then. All right, so the next vehicle, it's called the Guzuri L80. That's the name of it, scoring 276.8 total category points from its 146 horsepower engine, 4.2 liter V8. It's still the same, you know, idea, compact V8. I think that's the idea behind this car. And also, it's front-wheel drive. I mean, come on, I want to see rear-wheel drive, but unfortunately the cars on the top of the list in the category points section, yes, most of them are front-wheel drive, which is absolutely crazy. So as you can see, the styling of it, as you can see, looks typical, beautiful looking, you know, long American sedan, which is really awesome. Somehow it looks like a Charger to me, maybe an Impala. I don't know. The person who designed this body style in automation game, he took, I mean, lots of things like the roof, I think from a Charger. I think some panels are like from Impala, some of them are from some Cadillacs. I mean, all of them, I mean, to create something really beautiful. I love the design of this body in automation game. It's just pure American classic, especially the coupe. The coupe version, it screams Hemi to me, but I like it. I really do like it. And this car actually looks pretty decent. It's not bad at all. So let's see how this thing will perform. 1 liter of fuel in. Let's see, reset everything. Here we go, fuel consumption, and again, front wheel drive. So suspension wise, it's not really exciting. The previous two cars were much better. Tires also. Can this car make the jump or no? Come on. Come on, Dukes of Hazzard. Here we go. A little bit. Oops, the same thing. Here we go, stopping it, putting it in park, and let's check the distance. 1.3 also. Wow, that is actually same as the previous car. This is actually very close. So this car, the Guzuri, did 1.3 kilometers, you know, for the distance for only a single liter. That is actually not bad at all for a heavy car with a front-wheel drive, a V8 up front. As you can see, I mean, full throttle nearly all the time. It's not bad, really. I was expecting it to give up much earlier. All right, pretty nice effort so far. Let's move on with the fourth car. Okay, so the next car, it's called, where is it? This the next car, it's called the Sky Munigulus? What are these names? Munigulus, something like this. I don't know how to pronounce these names. Come on, guys, give me a beautiful names, not something extremely hard to pronounce. So this is the Sky then. This thing has scored 276.8 total category points from its 144 horsepower. Same idea, 4.5 liter V8. The same idea for the, I mean, it's a compact-ish V8 up front. So the design of it is pretty much typical, again, American four-door sedan, which is really awesome. A couple of nice details like the antenna, look at those funky side mirrors, keyhole. I mean, the fuel filler cap is a little bit, yeah, I mean, out of shape. It's really tiny. This car is not really a Prius, so you need to fill it most of the time. You need a bigger door, my friend, or a bigger fuel filler cap. And the rear, it's not bad. Pretty American classic. Not much really to talk about. Yeah, pretty basic. Really basic. So let's see how this thing will perform. A full 1 liter is in. Fire it up. Yes, it's rear-wheel drive. Finally. Here we go. Let's have some Duke's moment. Here we go. Break in. Slam it to first. Yep. Slide that tail. Nope. Keep it in first. It's not really that tail happy. I was expecting it to behave differently. Wow, we did actually pass the point. So here we go. This is a top tip. If you want to save fuel on a rally circuit, get a rear-wheel drive car. Here we go. Stop. Wow, look at the difference in distance. Here we go. Let's check the distance scientifically. And here we go. 1.5 kilometers. Wow, not bad at all. I mean, a rear-wheel drive car, I think it's much more efficient because you will be more careful with the throttle. 1.5 kilometers. So as you can see, if people ask me why you are not doing any efficiency or efficiency test or efficient test, here we go. We are testing MPG and we are having fun on the rally course, which is really awesome. All right, so let's move on with the 5th car. All right, so the next vehicle, let's remember. So the next vehicle is actually called the Vento Yakuza. All right, so Yakuza, that's the name, I think, of the Japanese mafia, I think. So yeah, that's the name of it, which is not really what I call, I mean, confident. I mean, the name is scary. That means I need to be careful with the throttle so I don't end up in the trunk of this car. So let's see. This car, the Vento Yakuza, has scored 276.5 total category points from its 194 horsepower, 4.4 liter inline 6 engine. So as you can see, the design of it looks typical. It looks like a 4-door Japanese sedan. I don't know, the front of it reminds me with, I don't know, Toyota Centuria, I think, or something. Yeah, it looks pretty Japanese to me. Even look at that Japanese license plate, that crown, and yeah, it has some aerodynamical features, which is really cool. Yeah, so let's see how this engine will perform then. So a full liter is in, and rear-wheel drive. Yep, a 6-cylinder. Wow, it's actually quick. It's efficient. It's quick. Well done. Well done indeed. Oops, went off a little bit. Nothing to see here. Oh, here we go. Didn't actually make the jump, but it's not bad. It's really good around the corners. But as you can see, it's not really what you call that efficient. 1.3. I mean, it's not really close. Usually 1.3 is over there, but it's over here. So it's not really 100%, you know, scientific. So it's in the 1.3 kilometers range, as you can see, which is really not bad. Not bad. I was expecting this thing to be more efficient, like 1.5 or even more. But yeah, 1.3 only for this car, which is not bad. Not bad at all. I love the styling. It's a little bit not really a typical American, you know, land yacht. It looks more Japanese to me, but it's still one of the nicest to drive and to look at. Well, I have to say that. I can't say something else, or I'll be in that trunk back there. All right, so let's move on with the next car. All right, so the next car, it's called the Lasara Console. That's the name of it, I think. 275.3 total category points from its 149 horsepower 4-liter inline six engine. Now the design of it, as you can see, looks also not bad. I love this funky 1970s front bumper, chromia lines. I mean, look at that. It looks very well thought out. I like the rear bumper, also the tail lights. Look at that, the badge. Everything's looking pretty nice. Antenna, yeah, pretty thought out indeed. And I'm seeing rear differential. That means yes, it's rear-wheel drive. So a full liter is in. Oh, I forgot to reset this. Here we go. I did reset it, and come on, long gears. So first gear is our friend. It's not our enemy. Look at that. I'm not really a fan of the suspension tune. It's more to the understeer side. But of course, being a rear-wheel drive car, you can fix that when you smash the throttle in. Come on. Go uphill. Made the jump. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We are out of fuel. So this thing did 1.4. Not bad. That's a new number. 1.4 kilometers per for the distance, which is really awesome. I'm impressed. I'm impressed for a rear-wheel drive car. So far, inline six engines are torquey, are more efficient than V8s. And with rear-wheel drive, they are actually good. They have nice amount of torque. You can actually slide the car around. It's good. I mean, the soundtrack of a V8, it's much more, yummy. But inline six is also not bad at all. All right, good work, good effort indeed. Let's move on with the, let's move on with the seventh car. All right, so the next vehicle is called the Turbo L Adelante, I think 275.2 total category point, 232 horsepower, 6.1 liter Boxer 6 engine, which is really unique. And yes, I did actually say the name Turbo because yes, there are many Turbo L badges, like the front, the rear, both of them are saying Turbo L, which as we all know, in 1973 in automation game only, there are no turbos. Yeah, in automation game only. As you can see, look at those funky door handles, the rear ones, the front ones. Look at that, the badge, the side, beautiful indicators. Everything is looking very nice. I like it. Looks very classic. All right, so we have a full liter is in. Let's fire it up. Ah, it's front wheel drive. Using the handbrake makes everything beautiful. Oh, we are out of fuel. We are out of fuel. This thing did. Oh, what a thirsty beast indeed. So far, the thirstiest, which is absolutely epic. 873.9. So far, this is the thirstiest car here. It has a Boxer 6, and as you can see, the gear ratios and the car weighs and everything, they didn't really help fuel efficiency. So, 873.9. Wow, that is absolutely an epic failure. So yeah, a single liter will only give you 800 meters. That's actually very low. Good effort. I like the styling. I like the sound of the engine, that beautiful Boxer 6, but fuel efficiency not its strongest point when you want to sell it, of course. So let's move on with the eighth car. All right then, so the next car, it's called, what is it? The next car is called the DVD, I don't know, Veloce, something like this, 91. This thing is called 274.2 total category points, 159 horsepower, 4 liter inline 6 engine. So the design of it, as you can see, looks also a typical looking beautiful American classic. Look at that fat front grille, no chromies on the hood, funky looking wipers. Yep, this is not really a good sign, my friend, which is using a modern indicator on a classic car. That's not really a good sign. Also, the door handles are a little bit too modern for this car, but everything else, like the tail lights, the badging, it's not bad. But yeah, those things need to be taken care of. Yeah. All right, so let's fire it up. A liter is in and front wheel drive. Here we go. Out of fuel. Wow, that was really awesome. So let's see. This thing actually did 1.2 kilometers. A little bit low, but it's not bad at all. 1.2 kilometers for a single liter of fuel. Not bad. I mean, really not bad. And it's somehow fun around the corners. I think it's so far this is the better one to slide, the better front wheel drive one to slide using the handbrake of course around corners, which is really awesome. All right, let's move on with the ninth car. All right, so the next vehicle, which is a vehicle that I was looking forward to drive because it looks absolutely epic. So the next vehicle is called the Merlin Works, I think, Darkthrone 506. So the design of it is looking absolutely amazing because this thing has scored 266.2 total category points, which is in the middle, 242 horsepower, 8.3 liter V8 engine. It has a massive big fat V8 up front, which is absolutely awesome, making 240 horsepower. But everything else around that engine is just brilliant because look at that. Look at the details. Look at the most cool attention to details. The V8 badge, those classic caddies indicators. Look at that. Look at the MW, the Marilynworks 506 cubic inch. Beautiful looking door handles. Look at that massive rear trunk. I mean, perfect looking American land yacht. A true looking land yacht. A big fat one. Look at those wire rims. Just epic. Wow. So we have a liter in. It'll be funny actually because an 8.3 liter V8 and only a single liter. Sounds amazing also. Oh, give me some of that every day. 8.3 liter. The torque is just brilliant. Oh, that was actually a big one. Sorry about that. Someone is calling, but I'm not gonna answer. Wow, look at that. Sounds brilliant. It's well balanced. I don't care who's calling because when you have an 8.3 liter engine, you don't really want to answer. Who can tame this beast? Look, the suspension is so comfy. It's the full package of a land yacht. Oh, we are out of fuel. I'm surprised. An 8.3 liter and actually went all this distance. And look at that. You look classy. Even when you run out of fuel, you will look absolutely classy with this beautiful land yacht. Look at that massive body. Let's see. I want to see the engine. Look at that. Oof, that's a big fat engine and it looks very, very tiny in this body. Who would imagine this thing is an 8.3 liter engine? And I mean, look at how tiny it is against that body. This thing can actually, this body can take a 10 liter on an 11 liter V8, but it will be a ton heavier. But I'm impressed indeed. So as I've mentioned, let's check the distance. 1 kilometer. I'm impressed. I'm genuinely impressed. All that metal, all that big fat engine up front, and it did a 1 kilometer. Not bad. Not bad indeed. Wow. All right. Good work. I'm genuinely impressed, and I promise you, because when I first saw this car in the automation game, I did actually put a star on my book because I love the design of it. Looks pretty perfect. I hope that you feel the same in the comment section about this car, my friends. Tell me what you think about this thing in the comment section below. And I love it, and I want to keep it. Of course, I have the permission from the creator, but I love it. All right, let's move on to the next car. All right, so the next vehicle there, which is in the 10th place, which called the John French 1950. I'm not really sure what does you know, what does John French refers to. I mean, if it's is it a person, is it a place? I'm not really sure. And what is it? What's the 1950, you know, for? I would love to know that from the creator of this car. So the John French 1950 has scored 265.1 total category points from its 177 horsepower engine, 4.4 liter inline six engine, which is not bad at all. Now the design of it, as you can see, looks somehow elegant. The headlights, the front bumper, as you can see, the rims, the look at that beautiful rear window, looks also cool. I mean, 1980s-ish, not 70s, but I like it. It's not bad at all. Yeah, really nice. Here we go. So a liter is in, and it's rear-wheel drive. Yep. Nice. Oops. This thing encourages me to slam the throttle all the time. Oops. That was really close to the trees. Made the jump. Still going. Still going strong-ish. Here we go. Done. I'm actually impressed. This thing actually is very, very fun around corners. I mean, when you are driving it from this angle, I don't know, it looks like a BMW-ish. I don't know. It looks similar, and the soundtrack of an inline six, and how much this thing is likes to slide around a dirt track corners. I mean, it feels like a BMW-ish. But it's a land yacht. It's a big, fat, long car with a heavy engine up front, with a heavy chassis. Everything is just heavy about this car because it's from the 70s. And I love it. This thing's actually not that bad. Let's check the distance. 1.6. Here we go. The best one so far. The best one so far is this car. 1.6 kilometers from a single liter of fuel. What an epic success against the previous cars. All right, I love this thing. Good work indeed. Let's move on with the 11th car. Okay, so the next vehicle, which is another car that I was looking forward to drive, which is of course the Myzeed Toro. Because as we all know, the Myzeed name, we have seen it in many previous challenges with crazy, breathtaking creations, breathtaking sedans, SUVs, muscles, everything. I mean, this guy, the Myzeed creator, is just taking his time to create one of the best looking cars in the history of automation game. Details everywhere. Not only details, also performance. He actually won some of the challenges because of his car performance. So it's actually, he knows what he's doing. So this Myzeed has scored 263.3 total category points from its 253 horsepower engine, 7.4 liter V8 engine up front, which is absolutely epic. As you can see, there's no rear differential. That means all that power is going to the front. Wow, that will be a handful. So as you can see, the styling, that's what I always love about the Myzeed cars. Look at the badge, epic. 7.4 V8 badge. Look at that handle for the rear trunk. We have a rear wing or spoiler. Door handles, V8 badge. Epic. I love this thing. It looks very epic. Alright, so we have a liter in. Fire it up. Oh, listen to that beautiful V8. on the road, this thing will be a beast. 250 horsepower. So yeah, fuel mileage is not really impressive. It's a big engine. Oops, something did actually fall off the car. A second thing also. Third thing. Three thing. Wow, we are out of fuel. So as you have seen, three things actually did fall off the cars. You know, trim or some fixtures did actually fall off the car because of that massive jump. But still, even after you crash it or jump it, still look absolutely epic. All right, let's put it in park and check the distance. 1 kilometer. Yeah, for a 7.4 liter engine, it's actually not bad. 1 kilometer, which is actually not bad at all. Here we go. The Myzeed always impressed me with your I'm always impressed with your creations, my friend. I mean, really epic, and I love it. I love it indeed. Sounds absolutely amazing, and I'm sure this thing on tarmac, you know, asphalt, tarmac, whatever you want to call it, it will be a master. It will be a beast, really a big fat beast with 250 horsepower. It will be fast-ish, you know, in 1970 standard, but it will be also very, very awesome to drive. All right, so good work. Let's move on with the 12th car. All right, so the 12th car that we have here, it's called the Nord Cutter Lux. That's the name of it, in the 12th place with a star on it because it looked epic. This thing has scored 261.1 total category points from its 181 horsepower engine, 6.2 liter V8, proper size for a V8. Now, the styling of it, as you can see, this thing has a star on it for a normal reason, because it looks epic. Look at it. Looks very, very majestic and realistic. Look at those vents and details to create a fully on bulky front of the car. Look at that beautiful badge. Everything is looking well thought out. The rear, the side, everything looks just realistic. Plain simple, nothing special to talk about, but it looks epic, which I really, really, really love. And look at that chromey bit back there. Absolutely epic as well. Wow, that was custom made, which is really awesome. I mean, this guy took his time to create something that looks absolutely epic and very, very normal at the same time. All right, so let's reset the car again. Here we go. 1 liter in. Sounds epic. Here we go. This car feels like one of those cars for the booze runners, or you know, people that used to drive on dirt roads carrying booze in their trunk to escape from police. Sounds very, very similar to those cars, and it drives very, very nicely on dirt. Look at that. Just absolutely epic. And yes, we are out of fuel. So this thing actually put on a very, very nice show. Let's check the range, or the distance. 1 kilometers. Not bad for a very, 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 very awesome sounding V8 with a heavy body around it. That looks epic. I genuinely enjoy this car. Sounds good, and this thing handles very, very awesome around the of course the dirt track. Very, very awesome. Good work, my friend, indeed. All right, let's move on with the 13th car then. All right, so the next vehicle, it's called the Apogee Grandeur, I think. dash 001, that's the name of it. This thing has scored 259.3 total category points from its 174 horsepower 4-liter V6 engine and front wheel drive. Now, as you can see, the styling of it is also absolutely crazy. Looks I don't know, a little bit modern, I think, and classic at the same time. I love those rims. They look absolutely epic on this car. Look at that beautiful black hood or bonnet. This thing here, this bit here, this square bit, this is an error actually, because in automation game, this bit in the middle, it's like a a hump or something in the hood or bonnet. This is like a little error, texture error. That's why it's like it doesn't really line up correctly with the end of the hood. But yeah, that's why it's like a square thing in the middle, which is not bad really, to be honest. It gives the car a unique shape. And we have also suicide doors, rear suicide doors, which are like also epic and unique at the same time. I'm not really sure why people love suicide doors. I'm not really a fan of them at all. So yeah, that's pretty much. It looks very, very basic. It doesn't really say anything on the back, but it's somehow good looking. All right, 1 liter in, fire it up, V6 and a front wheel drive. There we go, not bad so far. Acceleration is good. That V6 actually sounds very good. Wow, it's actually epic. Wow, it's really awesome actually. Here we go, jump. Finally. Here we go, no more fuel. So this thing actually puts on a very, very nice show. Let's check the distance. 1.4, not bad. It's actually pretty awesome. 1.4 kilometers for that liter, which is really, really epic. I like the design of this car. I like this thing. This thing drives actually so far the best front wheel drive car ever. When it comes to handling, you can just throw it on every corner and it will act like a 4x4 or a rear wheel drive car, which is absolutely crazy. That's very, very awesome. Good work, my friend. Let's move on with the 14th car. All right, so in the 14th place, we have a special car. It's called, let's see, where is it in my book? It's called the Belmont Cavalier, I think, limo in the 14th place, scoring 259.2 total category points, 166 horsepower, 4.1 liter inline 6 engine. Pretty similar, pretty typical. Now the design of it, as you can see, it looks somehow not bad at all. Again, with the suicide doors, I'm not really sure that you can open them, and it actually looks pretty stretched out, somehow cool at the same time. Nice details, nothing really special, but it's somehow good. Here we go. So we have a 1 liter in, fire it up. Here we go. It's rear wheel drive. Oh yes, it's a two-speed car, or two-speed gearbox. So first gear is good, second gear is just useless. All right, let me pause it here so I can give you the fuel consumption. Here we go. So you can check out the fuel consumption. It's not bad, really. Yeah, but the second gear is just useless. Look at that, second gear is just useless. Two-speed automatic. That is the worst option ever. Oh, here we go. No more fuel. The liter is gone. So here we go. A liter is gone. Let's check the distance. This thing did 1.5. That was actually very, very nice. 1.5 kilometers. Really, really, really good for this, you know, heavy car. I mean, this car doesn't really look light at all. 1.5. Good work, my friend, indeed. All right, let's move on with the 15th car then. All right, so the next car, which is in the 15th place, it's called the Nobilis. I don't know, the Nobilis what? Camirado, something like this. 258.7 total category points, 189 horsepower, 6.2 liter V8. Proper size, but the horsepower is a little bit too low. Again, with the suicide doors, I really don't think you can actually open it because of the window frame. It doesn't really seem it will open. But yeah, a lot of people want suicide doors. I'm not really sure why. It's not really nothing to talk about. There are some rear badging, plastic tail light. There is like a line, chrome line on the hood, and also we have triple wiper action, which is really unique. Also, not bad at all. So here you go. A full liter is in. Beautiful sounding engine, and it's front wheel drive. Not bad so far. Actually handles a little good. It's not bad really. Oh, no more fuel. The liter is gone, as you can see. So this thing actually doesn't really feel that bad, but it's somehow this thing coped really nicely, and it did, let's see, 800 meters. Yeah, that's not really impressive when it comes to fuel economy, but it feels really heavy. But actually this thing coped really nicely. It was sliding very nicely around corners, but because of its heavy weight and not really efficient engine, yeah, that's why it's only 807 meters. I mean, nice effort, but yeah, not really good. So let's see, 807.2 meters. I like the style of the car. I like the engine noise. The gear ratios are heavy, but not bad. But as you can see, fuel efficiency, not really impressive, but nice effort. All right, let's move on with the 16th place car. All right, so in the 16th place, let's see, we have this car. It's called the Avanti, Avanti base, I'm gonna call it. 258.3 total category points, 141 horsepower, 5.1 liter V8. So the styling of it looks very cool, actually, to be honest with you, because this is one of those cars that has the taillights on the bumper, you know, one of those really classic American ones. I mean, this is a trunk. This is not a tailgate or, you know, or a pickup rear tail. So yeah, doesn't really, this thing, a trunk doesn't really need a release or a handle. You just you just have a keyhole. You stick the key in, turn it, and it will pop open. You don't really you really don't need a a handle. I mean, yes, this thing doesn't really feel appropriate, and the indicators are not really what you call in their place, because usually, or like not usually, always when any car with the taillights on the bumper itself, the indicators are inside them, integrated inside them. There's nothing on the body panels back there, but it's his design. Let's see, this is a cool touch here. I like this vent, feels classic retro somehow. The front grille, I like it also, very very classic. Yeah. All right, so a liter is in. Reset. Here we go. It's rear-wheel drive. Very, very nice. Smooth sliding. Feels heavy and smooth. Feels luxurious. Oh, here we go. Not bad. Not bad, really. We managed to finish a full lap, which is really awesome. And let's check the results. Here we go. 1.3 kilometers. Not bad, really. I mean, better than the previous car. So 1.3, I mean, it looks very heavy, and it really feels really, really heavy, but it's smooth, really, really smooth around every corner, which is really cool. So 1.3, that seems to be actually not bad, and somehow efficient-ish. All right, good work, nice effort. And now let's move on with the 17th place vehicle. All right, so in the 17th place, we have this car. It's called the Continental Mark I Sedan, scoring 255.7 total category points, 220 horsepower, 6.1 liter V8, also a proper V8 size with somehow nice amount of horsepower. So the styling, as you can see, looks also very, very cool. Look at the Continental badge. We have a hood ornament, basic front grille, basic headlights, V8 badge on the side. The rims, actually, they don't really feel actually that 1970s. They look like from 1980s. And 376 cubic inch badge back there. We have a rear wiper, which is also a very, very unique touch. Proper 4 doors. Right, so a full liter is in. Sounding very, very nice. Whoa, that is actually a proper sporty start. It's really awesome. The engine feels really, really, I mean, awake. Yeah. Yeah, you have very, very high amount of torque, and also nice amount of horsepower. So you really need to be careful. Absolutely amazing. I mean, Dukes of Hazzard all the way. You have the horsepower, the noise, looks. we ran out of fuel. Yeah, Boss Hog is happy, and we have been caught by Roscoe. All right, so as you can see, we ran out of fuel, but I'm impressed the engine and the gearbox are actually working together to create fun. Burning fuel create noise and fun. So let's see how much of a distance. 1.2. Impressive. 1.2. Really nice. Good work. Good, nice effort. Nice car and nice engine indeed. Nice effort indeed. All right, let's move on with the 18th place car. All right, so the next vehicle is called the Grand Opulence, something like this. I'm not really sure. Opulence, something like this. So this thing has scored 254.8 from its 246 horsepower, 6.5 liter V8. So this thing has a massive oversized engine. So as you can see, this thing has a star on my book because of the attention to details. Like, look at the badging, the naming. Also, we have a rear wiper, which is something also very special. The back is looking very elegant. The front is also looking even much more elegant, as you can see. So it's a properly made car, and it's long. Look at the length of it. So a liter is in. Here we go. Yep. Whoa. Let me pause the game here so I can select. Yep, select the fuel consumption so you can actually see it. Here we go. Wow, second gear can work. This engine has very nice amount of torque, which makes second gear to be pretty usable. I mean, you don't have to shift to first. And of course, shifting to first, like right now, will help much more. Slide it harder, as you can see. But second is not bad. This is first, now this is second. Yeah, it's a tail happy car. It's not really a stable car, to be honest with you. Yep. You can crash this thing easily. Oh, here we go. No more fuel. And this thing actually scored, let's see, 1.1 kilometers. Not bad. Not bad indeed. 1.1 for a very long and fat car. Fat, very heavy, as you can see. But it looks cool. I mean, you look cool even when you run out of fuel, which is really awesome. And really nice effort. Good work, my friend. All right, now let's move on with the 19th car and see how that thing will perform. All right then, so the next vehicle is called La Bulge, I think La Bulge Albert 1. That's the name of it. So this thing has scored, where is it on my book? Here we go. This thing has scored 249.1 total category points from its 142 horsepower 4 liter V6 engine. Now the design of it, as you can see, it's very unique. I mean, check out those push bars, or I don't know what they call these. I think push bars up front, which they look unique, really unique. We have wipers, vents. I love the chrome line going from the front to the back of the car. Door handles are a bit too modern, I'm guessing. The rear also have these weird looking and push bars, as you can see. So it's not. Also, look at that, a handle to open the trunk. That's not appropriate. Trunk needs a keyhole, not a door handle. So let's see. Oops. So let's see. We have a let's reset the car. Here we go. A liter is in, and it's front wheel drive. All right. So first gear, it's not really necessary. Second gear can work. Yeah, it's a slow car, as you can see, flat out, and not really what you call, you know, sometimes you can drive slow cars, but they feel excited. They feel like really, hyped on hope that you can just get on with the speed and have fun with them. But this car feels lazy, not really inspiring, to be honest with you. A big pile lump of metal. I mean, the noise of the engine is not really good. The heavy gear ratios are not helping. Look at that, you can put your foot hard down all the time, and I mean, it will not really move that long. So as you can see, we ran out of fuel. I apologize if I'm being harsh judging this car, but unfortunately the noise that is coming out of the engine, the way this car drives, feels really lazy and not really inspiring. I mean, I love the color, the classic color scheme on a classic car. I love the white roof, or beige roof, I think, with that blue, looking very, very sick. I hate those push bars. They really don't look like very, very inspiring. The headlights, indicators, they look very, very classic. Everything is looking good, but the engine, the gearbox are not really inspiring at all. They feel like lazy, lumpy, fatty, nothing really inspiring, to be honest with you. If this thing had a V8, a torquey V8, a torquey quiet V8, it will be much, much better. All right, so let's check the results. Here we go, 1.4. Not bad. So that V6 is somehow efficient. Somehow, under that big pile of metal, it's somehow efficient. 1.4, the average mark, which is really cool. All right, so let's move on with the final car, the 20th place, and see how that car will finally, of course, perform. All right, so the final car that we have here, it's called the AMW Royale. That's the name of it, the Royale 6 liter, I think that's, or 6L, that's the name of it. Scoring 249 exactly from its 144 horsepower, 4.5 liter inline six. Well, there is no turbo here, so inline 6 only. As you can see, the style of it, it's pretty basic. The color scheme is not really what you call impressive, to be honest with you. I don't know, the color doesn't really feel, exciting. The previous car with that blue, yes, that looked very, very exciting, but this one feels, I don't know, boring, to be honest with you. I like the chromey lines, I like the black roof, I think. The fuel filler cap, no, this is I don't know, this is not appropriate. No, I don't like it on a sedan, because this is a land yacht, not a muscle car. On a muscle car, maybe yes, it will look cool, but on a land yacht that will be driven by old men, or old people, no, that's not going to be cool. Also, the rims, I mean, these are like pickup truck rims, or truck rims. Also, not really, I don't know, impressed with them. I'm not really impressed with them. The rear, it's not bad. The front, it's not bad. Also, we have a hood ornament, square everything, not bad. Wipers, no vents for the rain to escape through. That's not really appropriate, but yeah, in general, it's not bad at all. So a full 1 liter is in. Fire it up, and it's rear-wheel drive. Here we go. Very, very quiet engine, which is really good. Quiet cars are good when you want to drive a luxury car or a land yacht or something. It's good to be quiet, because you are not racing. You are relying on torque, not horsepower. When you are driving a heavy, luxurious car, you are relying on torque to move around, not horsepower. So torque needs to be quiet. Horsepower needs to be loud. I mean, that's in my opinion. I really love to drive like a diesel car, a diesel pickup with tons amount of torque. That is actually super quiet. Feels very very nice to shift along quietly. Same of course as a luxury car. Not bad. This thing slides nicely. So a good thing is the suspension tune is actually very good. And liter is gone. Here we go. So if that liter is gone, let's check our result for the 20th car. 1.4, the average. All right, so we have all the results. Now let's go and pick our winner and see how everything will work out. All right, my friends, so these are our winners of the keys to the Rivoli, of course. We have in this corner, as you can see, we have the Marilynworks for winning, of course, the prettiest car prize of this challenge. Because look at it, this thing is absolutely great, looking absolutely crazy in every single way, like a truly American land yacht. A massive engine up front, 8.3 liter, 500 and something cubic inch up front. Looks all the details, as you can see. Look at those beautiful classic indicators and the classic rims. Everything is looking absolutely perfect. The full perfect package for, of course, an American land yacht. And of course, the winner of this challenge, which is of course the Myzeed Toro, because this car has scored, of course, 1.6 kilometers of a distance on a single liter of fuel, only flat out on a rally course, which was an absolutely blast and a crazy thing actually to achieve. So congratulations both of you for the Myzeed for creating the most efficient car here, and of course for the Marilynworks for creating the prettiest and the most amazing looking land yacht in this challenge. Congratulations both of you for creating truly true masterpieces, and of course for winning the keys to the Rivoli, which is of course my special created car prize for this challenge. Congratulations, enjoy it, have fun with it, and I will of course direct message both of you, or at least mention you on Discord, so I can give you the link so you can download those two cars. So thank you so much guys for watching, and as always, check out my Patreon page, the link in the description below, if you want to download all of my special BeamNG cars, like of course like the Rivoli, or other special crazy creations like the Project X, special crazy replicas, special crazy supercharged cars, all these special crazy cars by me, that was made by me. All of them are on my Patreon page, the link in the description below. Plus you can watch behind the scenes, download 4K wallpapers, and of course you will get of course a special role in Discord as of course a BN knight. I'm not kidding. You will be how can I say it in English? Like, yeah, it will be anointed as a knight, a BN knight on Discord. So yeah, so you can have like a rank, and you can have more of an authority on Discord, you know, on everyone over there. So you can you know, share your thoughts, suggest videos, you can vote on early things. You know, you'll be a special member of this channel, because of course by downloading those cars, you will be of course supporting this channel and giving me more motivation to do more videos and more challenges. And by doing that, of course, you will be, as I've mentioned, a very special member of this channel. And of course, if you want to show more love and more support to the channel, you can of course check out our BN shop, which you can purchase a t-shirt, a mug, an apron, or a phone case, of course with the channel logo on it. And by doing that, of course, you will be also supporting this channel. And of course it will be a cool thing to wear a t-shirt with the, of course, the channel logo on it everywhere, so you can show your love and support of this channel. And I would love actually to see a picture. If you actually purchase a t-shirt, I would love to see a picture of you wearing that t-shirt. It will be hilarious actually. So thank you so much guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this challenge, and I cannot wait for the next challenge vote, because this one was very epic, was very awesome. All the cars were amazing. I mean, truly amazing machines, even if they are super slow or super sketchy, but I had so much fun with them. So of course, don't forget to check out my previous videos over here, get subscribed over here, and I will see you very soon with more special videos and more special video, you know, challenges very soon. And goodbye for now, my friends.